Hello, everybody. We're gonna wait a second, get kind of adjusted here. How's Nathan doing? He looks frozen there. Oh,
I'm good.
what about Tommy? Tommy kind of looking at Nathan.
Hello, Tommy.
Big orc, tiny man.
And then Kobo. How we feeling?
Kobo.
Kobo?
Oh,
You're.
is that
Oh
what
no!
I was playing?
Is that what you're doing?
Kobo.
That's easy.
Is that how you're role
I am
playing?
not Groot.
You're a Pokemon. Okay, no, you're a
I am
Pokemon.
not Groot.
You gotta tie in that Pokemon somehow. Into this.
Yep.
Just Kobo smash.
And
I'm
also,
intellectual.
so for people watching this right now, we're playing 5e D&D. We're gonna be messing up a lot. We're gonna be messing up voices, but we're gonna try to have some fun. Rules and things like that, a little rusty, but we're gonna get through it. Rule of cool dominates all.
Yes.
So we won't get hung up too much on that. This is based off of Spelljammer, so it's gonna be kind of like, I don't know, Star Wars-y, I guess, but still kind of old.
More like Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet. Yeah, you're right. It is more like that.
I mean, considering
Is now
the
a good
image
time
in
to
your
say I've never
background.
watched that movie.
I also never have.
That's okay.
There-
Something to look forward to.
Apparently, this campaign is based off of Flash Gordon, a 1980s movie. I've never heard of that.
Also don't know what that is.
I've
Yeah, I
heard
don't
of
know
it,
either.
definitely
Yeah.
not watched.
It's like
I thought it was someone who
superhero
went to-
meets sci-fi kind of.
Is it?
Not like superpowers, but like the guy from Futurama that's like full of himself. That's kind of
Oh.
Like, I don't know. You're-
Oh, Kip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is it Kip?
I guess. No.
The one with
Kip
no
was, like, the
pants?
little one. Yeah.
No,
no
Kip's-
pants guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Kip is his sidekick. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's better anyway.
No lightsabers. No lightsabers.
Yeah. Not yet, anyways.
Nope.
So.
This isn't a galaxy that far away.
So we'll kind of go over, I guess, the precursor, or maybe we'll describe some characters really quick. Nathan's not going to be able to do that just yet, but do you want me to? So we want to keep calling you Tommy, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Tommy, Tommy, what does your character really quickly look like as far as like, obviously, half orc?
Right.
All right, and it looks like you have a giant weapon on your back, but is that something you use?
It's just my belly club.
Like a two-handed club. Okay, so I think we got more than enough from Tommy. So then Kobo, what are we looking at? Like, what's the first thing we see besides obviously the hippo?
I'm not. I'm not quite that big or strong. I'm kind of for a GIF, the hippo race. I'm kind of smaller statured, and I've got really thick Coke bottle glasses.
Okay, and then are you male, female, or something in between?
I'm a male.
Male?
I am technically a monk. I'm more of like a traveling researcher.
All right. Think we're good. You guys ready? You
Yeah.
guys down there.
I've been waiting for over a
Trying
year
to
for
figure out a
this.
voice.
Okay. Let's see. Make sure. And also, guys, the chat out there, we'll be reading it, but I don't know how much we'll be interacting with you guys. Just because we're trying to tell a story. Don't want to get too distracted. But, if there's something going wrong, like audio or something like that, let us know so we can make the experience better for you guys. Just want to make sure we got the music going. Yeah, we're good. What's up?
Oh, Leisha's just making me laugh. That's all.
Just like to make faces sometimes.
All right. So, your adventures have taken you to a coastal community where local fishing boats share the harbor with trade vessels from far and wide. Lately, everyone has been discussing the... No, this is the word. Now, this is something I wanted to say too.
Oh, okay.
people who know me know I can't pronounce things. And I can't say $5 words, okay? So there's $5 words in here. And I do look them up beforehand to see how to pronounce them. But I forget. Okay? So, and also Kobo here is probably going to be saying it, correcting me. Okay, so the
Nice.
deluge. A falling
Yeah.
deluge. The deluge of falling stars that has lit up the evening sky for the past several nights. So that people have been talking about that, all the falling stars. Some say these celestial events are omens of impending disaster. Others believe they are a precursor to the gods descending from the heavens to walk the land. No one knows for sure, except for an inventor named Geppetto, a druid that was attracted to the city, now a craftsman. He enjoys creating all sorts of gadgets that help him with combat, entertain children, or even tell time. Everything was made out of wood, which set him apart from everyone else. Being able to create ironwood, this helped Geppetto craft the more intricate pieces that needed to hold up against a bit more abuse and heat. Geppetto had the bright idea that he would hold an event at his workshop. That's what the little map is. Kind of looks like a tavern, but it's a workshop. Use your imagination. He would announce to everyone that he knew the secret to creating life, and the stars in the sky weren't a coincidence. He already had a doll that would become this new being. That event is happening right now. What are you guys looking at down there?
We're like, you know.
I'm looking at Beyond. Just trying to.
Beyond? Okay.
No, I'm trying to make sure I've got the. Kobo's a researcher and an intellectual and a bit of a know-it-all, so I got to make sure I know it all, so I don't say
Okay.
the wrong thing.
All right. So the scene inside the workshop, there are tons of villagers in here. Tommy has been hired by Geppetto to sort of act as a bodyguard so nobody, acts out of line. So far, everybody's kind of behaving. There is quite a bit of a line outside this workshop, but only so many people are allowed in here because OSHA would not approve. So Tommy's reinforcing that. Kobo is part of one of the villagers that is in here, and they're all watching in awe as Geppetto is kind of going back behind the counter and grabbing a doll. Of course, I don't know how. We'll see. All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Original.
OC, right? Nathan's OC.
Yeah. That's my OC. Make it
It's not
red.
With the
It's
winged
not
character
an
name.
OC.
Um.
You stole it. It can't be.
What do you
called an
mean?
OC.
This is all. We created this. Okay.
It's not showing up in this stream.
It's not?
No.
Oh, you're right. That's weird. Hold on. There it
Goes
goes.
a surprise.
No, it fixed it.
Woohoo! So where am I? I mean, where is this doll?
Hold
That
on.
looks
Hold
like
on.
a
Hold.
Great character design.
Should be there. You see it, right?
That you totally made
Yeah.
from scratch.
Yeah. Geppetto. Come on.
Okay. Anyways, you see it now, right?
I do.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
on the bar where the bread is.
Okay. Let's see here. All right. Do. Okay. It's getting kind of rowdy. Everybody kind of shuts up though as he brings out the doll. Is there anything you're doing, Kobo, when he brings out this little doll?
I'm watching intently and I'm taking a lot of notes.
Okay. So I
My
want
tiny glasses are here and I'm just like
I want Tommy and Kobo to do a perception check.
perception.
Tommy, since you're way over there though, I want you to do it at disadvantage.
Right.
I'll roll.
She has a soundboard.
You got it, boss.
Oh. I'm an 8.
Got an 8.
Yep.
Are you guys rolling in the dice?
Yeah.
Dice. Yeah.
Okay, and it looks like you got, I'm just trying to read it right.
An 11.
Got it. Okay, I see now. Okay. Learning this stuff. 11. Okay, so you gotta... What'd you get again, Kobo?
8.
All right. Tommy, you kind of see that Geppetto is kind of messing with the doll a little bit. Everybody is watching the doll, but Geppetto is kind of like either attaching something to the doll or he's kind of just messing with it a little bit extra. You don't know why, but you just noticed that. So he begins to speak. He kind of steps back from the doll and he says, "Hello, everyone. Welcome. Are you all excited?
Like we're at
Hello, I can't hear you. Are you excited? Okay, good, because you spent good gold on this. So I was hoping that it was a good event so far." All right, tough crowd. Tough crowd. So we are here today to experience something new. Something that the stars have told me through whispers, and I have unlocked those secrets. I know how to create life with just a flick of my wrist. So don't worry about those stars up in the sky. They are a good omen that good things are coming. And then he says, he kind of steps back a little bit more. He's got a big smile. Is everybody ready to experience the miracle?
Kobo's eyes narrow.
Narrow?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's Kobo thinking?
Just this seems a bit odd. Kobo hasn't seen something like this before and is quite skeptical. We'll say that.
Oh, okay.
It's a little like, and he's flipping back and forth between his notes a little bit, trying to kind of figure this out.
Do an Arcana check. Or history, whatever is better.
Arcana.
Who's playing you?
14.
14 on which one? Would have been
Arcana.
Arcana. So you know, just from, you know, being a what'd you call yourself?
Like a scholar, researcher.
Scholar, researcher. You know that it costs quite a bit of resources to even bring, like, to create life from like an inanimate object. So, and you don't see any of that. You don't see any of that where Geppetto's at. You don't see any of those materials or anything like that.
I don't
So-
see a diamond worth at least 25,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, exactly. He's just got like something in his hand, like a little wooden stick or something. He steps back, and he begins to raise his hand with that stick. And as he does that, the doll begins to stand up, and everybody quiets again, and they just stare. And as he raises his hands, the doll gets up and opens its eyes and barely moves its head left and right. Nobody said anything yet. But as sort of like the awe begins to disappear, this light just shoots from the ceiling to the doll, and it's this like beacon of light. And even though it's really bright and hard to look at, all of you just continue to stare at it. You can't peel yourself away from it. It envelops the doll. A little bright light descends from the ceiling and enters the doll. Suddenly, Geppetto drops the stick he was holding, and the doll begins to move around a lot more and seems a lot more lively. Like, it's not as articulated, or it's not as stiff. It's moving freely, it's moving its eyes and its head at the same time. But as everyone begins to just start gasping, the earth shakes violently beneath your feet. You hear the dull roar of a distant eruption. So go ahead, Tommy, Kobo, and now Gino. Make a perception check.
It's Gino.
Oh my god. So we'll do this. Do.
Why are my rolls so bad?
Oh, did you
22.
roll? Did you roll in the owlbear, Nathan?
I rolled in the DD dice.
No, never mind. You're good. So what did you guys roll?
6.
7.
And what'd you get, Nathan?
I got 22.
Okay. So Gino here feels like there is just Gino here feels like there's immediate danger. He, like, if he had hair on the back of his neck, it would be prickling up right now. So you have this urge to, like, jump off the counter and leave the shop. Like, that is your call right now. Like, you you run. Like, that's what you feel like you want to do.
What this rumble was? Is that
Yeah.
what I'm doing?
And you know it's from outside. So close to where Tommy is, that is the exit.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess I'll.
I'm allowing you to
Go
move a
take a
character
look.
around so you get some experience.
Let's see. So the entrance is over here.
Yeah. So you're pretty strong for a wooden doll. Is that you slamming into the door? What was that?
Yeah. All right, Tommy.
Uh,
On 2.
You're pretty strong, but the door just like flies open because there's a ton of people there too. But you see they have left. They're kind of like running away from the door.
Plus, I
And
can
then
get around people's legs. I'm small.
Okay. And then did that
Whoa.
reveal?
Okay.
Okay, good. So we're gonna
Oh.
zoom out on the map a little bit.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, don't be exploring too much.
Oh, okay. My bad.
So you run out the door. Tommy, what are you doing? You see this doll go right between your legs.
What in the world was that?
So do you follow him?
No.
Okay, Kobo, what are you doing?
I'm watching Geppetto more, and I'd want to see how he's reacting because I already was a bit incredulous, like I didn't believe this in the first place.
Okay.
So
So
I
you
want to see what Geppetto's doing.
so all of these people, we'll just imagine it, but all those people inside ran out. When they saw the doll run, they ran out with him. But you're still standing there?
Where's Geppetto?
Geppetto's still standing behind the counter. He's like,
And I'm watching him.
okay, he dropped his stick. He's looking around and he's like, Gino, my boy, Gino, I mean, I'm sorry. Where are you going? And then he reaches out and the rumbling is intense now. It is shaking this building. He kind of stands back and he locks eyes with you. And before you know it, this yellow crystalline vine shoots out beneath him and spears him and drags him up through the ceiling out of the roof of the building. And you don't see Geppetto no more.
Whoa. He's
But-
got springs on him now.
My eyes are wide, and I adjust my glasses a little bit, and I gather my papers and calmly turn to leave the building.
Okay. Yeah, the workshop is starting to fall apart. So
Well.
it
So much for a paycheck.
You didn't ask for an advance?
So are you guys all leaving?
Yes.
Okay. You can move your characters around and stuff. All right.
Jump on the roof. Little leap. Just joking.
So we'll switch the music a little bit. You guys can't hear it, but everybody else can.
Oh, right. There's music.
Okay, so there's panic. There's tons of people running. You see them running down the alley or where you guys are at right now to the north. So go ahead, move your characters maybe like 20 feet to the north. And then we'll kind of go like this. So up ahead, you see what was causing the big rumble, the first rumble. It is a giant, like 50-foot diameter root vine that has erupted from the earth, and it is now like hundreds of feet in the air. Just in front, though, you see a couple of city guards blocking these sort of creatures, these things that erupted from the vines. They're the same color, but they look humanoid, but they definitely were spawned from these vines. People are running past. They're going towards the west, towards the docks. So what are you guys doing? So Gino, I would say, because I'm kind of giving you your little like feelings, this is the danger. This is what you saw. Now inside, like, your immediate thoughts is this is the danger. This is why you're here, but you don't know much else what's going on. But this is definitely the danger that had sent you here.
Gino decides to assess the situation, whether it be to defend himself or to maybe run.
Okay, so go ahead and do like an insight check.
All right.
And also by this time, everybody has ran away
Hi-ya!
in this alley and is now towards the docks.
I got 20.
20.
Oh
So
no, Nathan, you are doing it in Owlbear.
yeah, because I think
You need to be using a separate window for the DDD.
Isn't it the second
Dice.
link?
the M.
The DDD dice with the 5 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
5 in the front.
Yeah, because it just showed it.
It
It's
rolled
not doing.
off screen.
I see.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Right.
So
I think I'm
you,
in it right now.
okay, you see everybody run away, and the guards, though, they're slowly being taken over by these crystallines. But you can see even further back now that they're just coming endlessly. It's like these guards are trying to block these guys from going to the docks.
I see. Okay. Then if that's what they're doing, it sounds like we need to head towards the docks.
Okay, so do you speak?
I'll just turn to who's ever behind me.
So
and
Tommy and Kobo are the only two now.
Okay. I'll just tell them that the danger that is happening right now, we need to avoid it and get off this planet.
Kobo is
Get off
very
this
distracted.
ground.
No, you're good.
I'm like, with my notes in my hand, I'm trying to like sketch this crystalline structure in the sky and kind of trying to. I'm not thinking about my own safety at the moment. I'm just really in awe.
You're just in awe?
I'm
So you're
taking
distracted?
notes and I'm very distracted.
Okay.
Tommy was already rolling up his sleeves and walking towards the monsters when he heard the little doll speak. And it kind of gave him pause because he doesn't quite trust the little thing yet.
You don't trust him? Do you want to do like an insight check? Or do you
No.
just something? Okay. So you start just running towards the docks then?
Me?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna start running to the docks. If my instincts are telling me that, then that's what we're doing.
Okay. So yeah, baking going around the corner there. Off in the distance. Let's kind of go like this here. Maybe zoom out just a little bit more. So you can see that all the people that were running in this area have now stopped. There is a giant group amassed in front of the docks. Technically, you guys can't see the little things I put out on the map. But you see tons of people and they stopped. But they look panicky. They keep looking back. They look like some of them are yelling, out of the way, get out of the way. We need to get to the boats. There's just sheer panic. and you kind of sort of hear over them a deeper voice. But it's like barking in a way. You can't tell what's going on because there's so much panic going on, and even the buildings behind you and stuff, there's just so much noise. More roots are just popping out of the ground, and just causing like complete destruction of the city that you never knew. Okay, so what is so Tommy and Kobo, both of you hear this too. You guys don't really hear the much panic near the docks, but you know those buildings are going, and you see in front of you the guards are almost getting taken out. They're getting pretty like scratched up, banged up from these creatures. So what's Tommy doing?
He hears the commotion at the dock and starts going over there to try to investigate and see if there's anything he can do to help.
Okay, so are you gonna say anything to Kobo or?
No.
We don't know each other
Oh.
yet, so
Yeah. So what's Kobo doing? You see Tommy start running?
I'll also finally kind of snap out of it, decide to take a look around and see that, you know, people are in danger. I'm not necessarily a strong fighter, but I'm gonna basically carefully put my notes and my stuff away and take my glasses off, and I kind of decide to get ready to try and get to these people and get
Okay.
myself to safety at least.
Okay, so you guys are at the docks then. All right, the scene at the docks is chaotic. Hundreds of people swarm the piers trying to push their way onto 3 vessels that haven't yet set sail, 2 longships and a galleon. A group of thugs in black leather armor use their clubs on a crowd of screaming commoners, keeping the people away from the ships as they're loaded with cargo under the supervision of a sneering man with long red hair. A woman steps out of the crowd and wipes blood from her chin. And she looks at the 3 of you and she says, "Hello, I'm Captain Elena Sartell, and one of those ships is mine. Pity I can't reach it. Would you be good enough to help me? I promise to return the favor." And she's kind of like half, grinning, half kind of in pain, because she kind of looks like she got her jaw kind of beaten up a little bit. Oh, let's do zoom in. So she's talking. She would come up to Tommy, and she kind of was more focusing the attention on you.
What can I do to help, Mom?
She laughs a little bit and smiles, and she says, "That thug over there, he's stopping me from getting to my ship. I need you to get him out of the way."
Right. It's one of my specialties.
And she says, "And remember, I owe you."
Yes, Mom.
All right. And then she kind of looks to Kobo, and she says, "Are you with him?"
No, I don't know him at all.
She says, "Can you fight?"
I'm not much of a fighter, but I've learned some things.
Great. That's more than all these people back here. And then she looks down and she sees an eager little, I don't know. She probably think you're some sort of like mechanical being, like a forget what they're called. What is it?
Warforged?
Yeah, kind of like a Warforged, but just a miniature version. And then she kind of kneels down like as if you were a child and says, "Are you up for this as well?"
Say whatever we need to do to get off this place because it's going to hell.
And she kind of like is surprised by the way you're talking, and she just kind of stands straight up and she goes, "Great." And then she points and then she yells out, "Everybody out of the way! These 3 are going to take care of those thugs."
My eyes
see.
go wide, and I'm like, I didn't really agree that I could fight these guys, but
And then as she's done yelling out, she says, "Can you talk him down then?"
I'm not great talker either, but I'll do my best.
Okay, then she
You know
grabs you
what?
and pushes you.
I just grab Kobo by the shoulder and I'm like, all right, let's go. And I just start stomping towards the thugs.
Okay,
And
so
I-
go.
Attention to talk.
I try my best to look intimidating. I kind of like raise my shoulders a bit, and I'm like, because I know that like I'm from a race of good fighters. Like, generally like
Yeah, we all know about the hippo.
sharpshooters.
Yeah.
But I'm quite intimidated still.
Okay, so go ahead and put your guys' like characters in place as if you were gonna be.
Who's the thug? Is it this orcish man?
Yeah,
The
so
one-
they're the orc dude looking guy is the person she's talking about, but there's also 6 other thugs that are around him, that are kind of like the muscle, and then there's 4 of them to the south that are blocking the other villagers or the people who are trying to escape from the city. They're blocking them, so they came from a different route, and they're making sure that no more people can like get to this galleon. So they're not even focused. They didn't even turn their heads towards you guys or nothing. They're just mainly focused on the hordes of people trying to come through.
So they're stopping people from coming from the south towards the big ship.
Yeah, so let's say like where you are at right now, Kobo, there's tons of people. There's a crowd. There's a huge crowd of people around you. But near the 6 thugs and the main dude, they're by themselves. They're loading up cargo to the galleon, and he's just standing out front to make sure nobody intervenes.
Okay, this is reminding me of Attack on Titan.
Is it?
I got it. Yeah, when that guy is blocking the gates so that people can escape the town and get behind the.
Oh
wall.
yeah.
And he's like trying to force this carriage through full of
Yeah.
goods instead of letting the people.
Exactly. No, there's actually mules and stuff coming on.
Right.
Like, he's got. Okay, so he sees you 3, and he kind of laughs. He has his giant club in his hand. And he says, "What you 3 going to do to me, huh? You think you're coming through?"
Tommy just cracks his knuckles.
You can't hear? Are you deaf? I'm talking to you, you big green lug.
Tommy says nothing.
That one's stupid. What about the other 2? The child and the GIF, the GIF. You think you're gonna take me on?
Gino
Oh.
just does like a thing where he gets kind of like battle ready, where his arms and stuff kind of like adjust to combat. So like
Okay.
it's like a little wand that sticks out of his hand, like transforms, and then he has like a little shield. I'm not really sure how to roleplay this just yet. It's like an ironwood shield that he carries, and he's kind of in a stance like,
Autobots.
yeah. Systems online, Autobots roll out. You've got mail. Everything's ready to go.
Kobo kind of looks back and forth and goes, actually, I don't believe this gentleman here is actually deaf. He was speaking earlier. I don't think he has any desire to speak with you, though, if you could understand.
Tommy just
Yeah.
looks at Kobo and then back at the thug and sighs heavily.
All right, I guess I'll have to crack your chin just as I did to her. And then he just takes his club and just roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative. Woo. Let's see if this works now.
I don't have any initiative bonus. What?
Here we go.
Okay. Not as bad as it could be.
Okay, so hold on. For some reason, Geppetto's part of the initiative tracking.
Nice. Let's go.
I know, even though
He's rocketing back towards the ground.
he jumped up. He's flying down to protect his boy.
Yep.
He's
He's
got a
one
pair-
pulling the strings.
My boy.
My boy. Okay, let me see. There's an initiative tracker within this. So select a character. Can I just... Oh, I see. Add to initiative. Do. Okay. Okay. So, Tommy, what'd you get?
I got.
Say it actually disappears for us, Logan.
Did
Oh, it doesn't show like a list.
No.
no,
Well, you might have to roll again.
my dude.
You need to find a way to keep track of that.
$16.
Okay, or what I could do is when I call out your guys' names, that's when you can roll. So then, Gino,
Yep. I'm
initiative.
sorry. Initiative. Okay, we're redoing it. I'm sorry. I was reading
Yep.
something. Cool. 13.
Okay, and then Kobo.
18.
Okay, and then I'm gonna roll for the two groups of people. So this first one's the big dude. Okay, and the second one. Sweet. Okay, so Kobo, you're first.
All right. Well, if we're going right into it, I'm gonna use my bonus action, spend a key point, and summon the astral arms. So I'm a little beefier.
Okay.
And that lasts for 10 minutes. Each creature that I can see within 10 feet has to do a dex save, or they take force damage, 2 rolls of my martial arts die.
Okay. So did you want to get closer then? Because right now you're not within any sight of any of them.
Yeah, no, I wanted to summon them first.
Oh, okay. You didn't
And
want to
then-
move and...
No, I summoned them first and
Oh.
then move.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of stand right in the middle of them. Because despite being not much of a fighter, I know I am burly.
Okay. And then does that effect happen?
Yes.
Okay, so what am I rolling?
Dex save.
Dex save. Okay, this is going to be for the thug first. Ooh, nat 20 as he saves. And then there's going to be for the giant group of them. Ooh, okay. And then they fell.
Okay. Force damage equal to 2 rolls of my martial arts die. And my martial arts is a 1d6 plus 2. So I'm going to do that. Modifier 10 force
Okay.
damage to everyone who failed.
Okay, so what we'll do then is I'll just write little notes. Well, actually, no. Well, no, we'll do that. We'll do that. And so that was the... You could roll your dice twice. Was that it?
It's 2 times of my
Oh,
force
time-
damage equal to 2 rolls of my martial arts die.
Okay, and then since he succeeded, he doesn't get hit at all. It's not half damage.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about when they save. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm going to assume it's either they succeed or they just take damage.
Okay, so then what does everybody see when you do that? These arms come out.
They are kind of these like glowing spectral, like they go over my arms in a way, but
Oh,
they're kind of
it's not
this
like
hovering
Shiva?
aura.
Is it like the Shiva goddess or whatever?
What do you? It's
From-
not a goddess. They're spectral arms.
Oh, I just mean what it looks like. Shiva's like a multi-armed being.
Oh. No,
Okay.
it's just 2 arms.
Like ghostly muscle floaties.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Like, imagine my arms, and I'm a hippo, so I'm already kind of big. But then, like, these hefty looking,
It's like JoJo.
yeah.
It's like JoJo. So
Yeah.
is it like you just palm strike each one at the same time, or is it like one after another? Pop, 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 pop,
I'll
pop, pop,
say
pop.
one after another.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. So Kobo palm strikes everyone. The big dude somehow dodges out of the way. So next it is Tommy.
All right, I'm gonna walk up and punch this guy in the face.
Okay.
All right. So I will roll to hit. $17.
To hit? Yeah, you get him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I can attack twice per action. So
Okay.
I'm going to throw my first punch. Nice. 4 damage.
Okay. So that was the first strike.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go to hit him again.
Oh.
Nope. Only a 9.
Okay. Yeah, so he kind of misses. He expects the second strike, especially since Kobo just did something similar, so he kind of expected it dodged out of the way. But he's looking pretty hurt. He got hit twice, and he's already got some like broken ribs and things. It is now the big dude's turn. He's kind of getting pinned in here, but he's going to go after Kobo. And he's going to take his longsword and attempt to make a strike. If it's going to roll. Let's see. So 16, does that hit?
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and take 7 slashing damage. I'm just going to do the average, just so it speeds up things a little bit. And then he does have another attack. So he's going to move over as he slices. He runs past Kobo, giving off a little strike. And then he's going to attempt to slice Tommy. Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So again, 7 damage. Okay, and then now it is Gino's turn.
Woo!
So you
Okay, what is-
see, you see the mob slowly gonna be like surrounding Kobo and Tommy, and then the big guy, he's just inside there, slicing them up, and Kobo and Tommy have their hands up, but they're kind of getting sliced up.
Okay. What is he wearing?
He's got a black leather like jerkin, and that's pretty much it. And he's just got a long sword.
I'm gonna use heat metal on him on his sword.
Okay.
So let's see. You need to do a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 12.
Let's see, where do I see that? No.
No? Oh, okay. 13.
No, he doesn't save it. So, what's gonna happen? So you're gonna take 2d8 fire damage,
Okay.
and then also you're gonna drop the weapon.
Okay. Or can I choose to hold on to it and take more damage?
It says until the spell ends, you can use it. Okay, no, that's not it. The creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the object if it can. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn.
Okay, yeah, he definitely drops it.
Okay. So 2d8. Right. Getting used to these dice. Can we like do 2 of these? Ooh, 3 damage.
Okay.
Not very much.
I'm gonna make this a little bigger there. Okay. So he goes, ah! And then he drops the sword, and then he looks out to all of you, and he just stares and glares, and he's like, petty tricks! Is that what you're gonna do? And then he looks at all of his men, and they all attack. Okay, so we're just gonna speed this up. Not a fan of like large mobs of people, but 3 of them are gonna go after Kobo here. So we're gonna do, we're gonna go like this, and then this dude is gonna come around, go like this. All right, so the first guy, thug. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is make 3 attacks. Okay, I got a nat 1 on one of them, but the rest of them are going to be above 17. So I'm guessing that hits.
Yes.
Okay, so 2 hits. And then we've got... So go ahead and take 10 bludgeoning damage. And then the next group of people are going to attack Tommy. Let's see, 19, 20, and 14. Does the 14 hit?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So you take 15 damage. All right, so the thug leader, he just starts laughing as all the thugs start to surround you. But out in the distance, you do hear more rumbling, more screaming, and you can even see buildings starting to crumble. Let's see, we can do this really quick. I love how big they come in.
Hello.
I know. Hello.
Hello.
You see that the captain of the ship runs next to Gino, and she's like, "We need to get out of here now!" And she has joined the fray. So I'm gonna roll for her initiative really quick.
And welcome,
Nice.
special guest. Just joking.
What you say? Oh,
Oh,
you thought we were gonna invite someone?
Yeah.
Oh,
I had my
cool.
hopes up.
That would've been
That would
cool.
be cool.
Okay, so she's in there. So we're gonna go back to the top of the round. Kobo, what you doing?
All right. Well, my astral arms are still present. I'm gonna use those to do a
Another
flurry
multi-strike.
of blows.
Okay.
Which technically, flurry of blows is a bonus action, and then I can take my regular action attack as well.
Okay.
Theoretically, yes.
Yeah, bonus action and 2 action. Yeah.
Okay. So first it modifies and uses my wisdom bonus instead to determine my damage. So
Okay.
first of all, let me roll to hit. 14.
Let's see. 2. Which one are you attacking?
I'll attack one of the 2 that hit me last round. Doesn't really matter which one.
Okay, so you're doing the flurry to the one of them?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it hits.
Okay. damage for that. 11
Ooh.
force damage to the first one. And then I'll use my action to use an unarmed strike. To attack the other one. And that's another +5. Ah, 7 to hit.
Yeah,
for
you.
this
Yeah,
next
you
one.
miss.
Okay.
All right. That's end of your turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ready my reaction.
Okay. Tommy.
We are going to roll to hit the closest guy over the head in front of me with my club.
Okay. Now the closest guy. I mean, technically you can hit the big guy. You can hit 4 different people right now.
I guess the big guy.
Okay.
Okay. 21 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Eight damage.
Nice.
Now, question for this that Alicia may be able to answer is: we get to attack twice. Does that also use up our bonus action? Because it makes
No.
it seems like we can attack twice and then do a bonus action.
Only
I
so.
think one. Well, attacks per action 2,
Two.
Mhm.
and then bonus action is separate.
Yeah.
listed in the same attacks.
Yeah, bonus attack is going to not use as many modifiers because it's kind of like you're dual wielding in a way. So when you do that bonus attack and unarmed strike, it's not going to have as many bonuses.
So you can still do it.
Yeah, so you make 2 standard attacks like normal. Everything's the same. And then a bonus attack is just, it doesn't have the modifiers attached to it. I don't think it.
Okay.
It should say under bonus actions under your D&D
It still
Beyond.
has my modifiers, but you know.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
then maybe
mine
it's
does
different.
too.
It might be different. I mean, if it shows that, then you're good. It might be a monk thing.
Yeah, probably.
So you
Well,
made
we're
1
gonna
attack.
Do that then. So I'm gonna just roll to it. Hit him
'Kay.
again.
Okay.
$23.
Nice.
Another 4 damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Let's go.
And then we can just do the unarmed strike. Are we doing modifiers or no?
Just whatever it says under the bonus action.
It's got the
It's got the
+6.
modifier. Yeah.
Yep, then
Then
that's
do it.
fine.
I think there's something in the class feature that says all unarmed strikes are treated that way.
Probably. 25 to hit.
Nice.
And another 6 damage.
Okay. So he's looking pretty good. Like, he's getting beaten up compared to the others. He's still standing there pretty strong. Also, one thing, too. If you ever want to make, like, 3 attacks, 2 attacks, whatever, to a single target, you can roll, like, that many d20s. And then I'll tell you how many of them hit. So that way it just kind of speeds it up a little bit. So you land all the attacks. He kind of, like, gets the air knocked out of him, and he looks up. And he's angry. He's not even focusing on Kobo now. He takes his long sword and attempts to strike you twice, trying to
Picks
finish
nothing
you
up.
off.
It's still.
Oh,
on
you're
fire,
right. You're right. Sorry.
baby.
No, you're right. He punches. He punches. Sorry, he's
Okay.
punching. He's giving it back. So he's gonna make 2 strikes. 18 and 14.
Both hit.
Okay. Go ahead for take 7 bludgeoning damage. as he just like slams his knuckles into your head. All right. Gino.
Man, ruthless. All right,
I always think of One Punch Man.
I see. That's
Yeah.
unfortunate. I mean, it is
Oh.
Gino, but I call him Gino. So, all right. So I'm gonna aim for the leader guy,
Oh,
obviously.
You're the GIF person.
No, it's
Opposite, basically.
You're the
kinda.
GIF person.
The GIF person.
No,
Yeah.
because it is wrong. Where the other person, at least, it's like if the creator named it Gino and everybody's like, no, it's Gino, but I'm sure the person who made,
It is. In Japanese, it's also pronounced that same way. But
yeah.
I'm not correcting myself after being a little kid. So, little kid me would be unhappy with myself. So, I'm gonna attack the main leader guy too. He's obviously the main threat. I'm gonna aim my little wand at him, power up a little fire bolt at him, and shoot at him.
Sweet.
And look at him go. Do it. 24.
Yup.
Yaw. 12 damage.
Woo. Okay. 33. Okay, and then the captain, she brings out a gun,
Nice.
a boomstick, and she points it at the dude and fires. Oh yeah, she rolled an 18. She hits. Go like this. Nice. So it takes 6 damage. Okay, so as this, I don't know, pellet hits him in the shoulder, he looks up at the captain, growls, and he says, all right, fine, you win. Just, you can't leave me here. You have to bring us up on board. But I'll let everybody on board. We won't fight anymore.
Tommy wants to try to push him into the water.
Alicia wants him to like just decapitate him right now, but
Whoa.
Hobo, I guess, wouldn't do that.
Okay, so you want to try to attempt to push him?
Yep, into the water.
It's gonna be
Off
a
the
little.
dock.
It's gonna be a little bit of you grabbing him and dragging him and then pushing.
Okay.
Okay. Just go ahead and do a strength check. I'm gonna just do a competing one. So I rolled a 15. Or dex, whatever you want to do.
Well, you gotta let me know.
No, it's okay. I mean,
You got it. Anyway.
you still
Booyah.
beat. I rolled a 13, or sorry, a 14, 15, whatever I said. Anyways, you beat me no matter what. So what are you doing? You're grabbing him?
So,
Okay, you got it.
part of his bar training for being a security guard for most of his life, he grabs him by the seat of his pants, the collar of his shirt, he picks him up, and just launches him into the water.
Ooh. Okay. So then the thugs around him go, boss, no, boss, and they all jump in with him,
Typical.
They'll run.
Indian status.
and he's flailing in the water, and he says, "You won't see the last of me." I think that's how you say it. I don't know. He puts his fist up in the air, "Arr!" And then she's laughing. The captain's laughing. Okay, she's like, "Everybody on board now!" And the hordes of people, they are coming with. She's like,
Start stopping everybody and saying they're not welcome.
"Oh,
I'm the new boss now.
they don't see you because you're a small child."
Right.
She goes by and she goes, children and women first."
Tommy starts putting kids on his shoulders and bringing them to the front
Nice.
of the line.
All right. So yeah, everybody's running in here. And there's about like 60 of them. And they run on the dock and they get onto the galleon. I'm gonna stop the music really quick. So is that what you're doing? I don't the Kobo?
Yeah, I don't
Uh,
hesitate. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm just hanging back and kind of getting all the people on the planks to get out there.
Okay. But you end up on the galleon?
Yes.
No?
We
Okay.
see
No,
her,
I stay
she's-
behind because I want
we
to die on this
fly
planet.
away. We wave off. That's the
Yeah.
end of the episode.
Gotcha. So standing on the deck of the Moon Dancer, which is the name of the galleon, you see scores of crystalline vines. Okay, Alicia, is it crystalline or crystalline? Or both?
I would say crystalline. but
Crystalline?
Yeah.
Okay, crystalline vines erupting from the surface of your world. Some of the vines are reaching high enough to break through the clouds. You find yourself sailing through a void. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold up,
We're
hold up.
already,
hold
we're
up,
already up
hold
in
up.
space.
I know.
Whoa.
No, the way the descriptions go. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Sorry.
I'll bring the
Still,
captain
still
in.
new with this. Reading from a book. The crystalline vine coils upward, scraping the sky. From the harbor, you can see similar vines miles from the settlement, having burst out of the world and reaching skyward. As the Moon Dancer clears the harbor, Captain Sartell stamps her boot hard on the deck. "Flapjack!" she yells. "Take us up!" Suddenly, the galleon lists and creaks as it rises out of the water and into the air. The world falls away beneath you as the Moon Dancer flies through the clouds and into the starry abyss of night. I was gonna show you
So
guys
this is
a
happening
little.
at nighttime.
No, it's not supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from my understanding,
okay.
it's kind of weird. There's something I was gonna show you guys, but I'm still trying to
Like a
navigate.
sweet animation of the ship leaving
Yeah.
the plane. I hope so.
Oh no, we're just gonna transition. Okay, so we're gonna go
Okay,
here.
whee!
Whoop.
Oh,
That-
nice.
Okay, that did
Transition
transition.
onto a blueprint.
Yeah. So that's just the blueprint. It's covering something. Um.
I see.
So let's see. Let's get a little closer so people can see. All
I'm glad we have
right.
the gravity plane illustrated.
Yeah. So I'll describe what wild space is and all that.
Woo!
So let's see. Yeah, okay. You find yourself sailing through a void filled with colorful gases and blinking stars. A school of space-dwelling fish swims past the ship on the starboard side. "Welcome to wild space," says Captain Sartell, sweeping her arms wide. "That was a close thing down there. Blast if I know what those vines are or how to get rid of them. But somebody on the Rock of Brawl might." So
Oh.
that is the destination you guys are headed to. She explains that this ship does go very fast in wild space, but it would still take 2 to 3 days to get to the Rock of Brawl, which is a city on an asteroid, a giant city. So she thinks there's someone there that can help with the situation, but at least unload everyone that is aboard this ship at the Rock of Brawl so they can be safe. But she thinks you guys can find some answers there if that's what you're seeking. But so while this ship is in wild space and traveling to its destination, you guys see that gravity plane. That is like the sea level in a way. You kind of just float. So if you were to jump off the ship, you would hit the gravity plane and your body would be suspended there. This ship, let's see how big this thing is. And then, so it's about 150 feet long. So there is an air bubble that is created around the ship. and it extends as far as the length of the ship going, both directions. So at the God, I don't know the name of ship parts. What's the near the stern? No, the forecastle. Near the front of it. I guess the forecastle. Anyways, going from there to the stern, that's 150. So then the bubble extends that far out. But from starboard or port side, it's only 30 feet. So it's kind of like an oval shaped bubble of air, of breathable air that extends. Yeah, there you go. Who's ever doing the measuring stuff? So that's kind of a bubble that goes around it. The gravity plane is gravity. So if you were to walk and hit that line there, let's see, the gravity plane, you can technically walk around the ship. So that gravity plane is pulling towards, that's the center. So if you were to somehow get on outside of the ship, you could basically walk on it from the belly. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. So it's not water. There's no water. You can't like swim through this space. Literally, if you jump off and if you don't get pulled towards the ship and you're just floating there, you are basically helpless. You do kind of sort of get pulled along in a way as long as you're in the bubble, but as soon as you leave the bubble, you're done. Like there's no way of saving you.
Good to know.
Okay.
Noted.
Can we add a space dog? Because there's a dog that is really impatient and wants to be involved.
Space hamster.
I don't see her, so she can't participate.
Gee.
Yeah, see?
Well, if I pick her up, she'll
Yeah,
get
she
all
doesn't
wiggly.
not. I've tried many times picking
She'll
her up
get
for
all
the stream.
wiggly.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys go ahead and do a short rest.
Okay.
Now, during this short rest, you guys can explore if you want to. It is going to take a few days. So let's see here. Below deck, let's see here. Cruise quarters. So below deck there, near the forecastle, if I'm saying that right, that is where you guys are staying. But you guys would know the areas. This isn't like a secret. You know what each room does. The, officers' quarters, where the spell jamming is happening. So I should explain that. So when she yelled out flapjack, that is a being that the thing is called a flumph. And it looks like a space octopus squid thing. And it's wearing one of those, like, not a tricorn, but the one that's a bicorn. I don't know.
Sure.
Like a pirate's hat. It's got a cool little feather sticking out of it. But it is the Spelljammer. It is the thing piloting the ship. And it sits in the what is it called? It's all this new terminology. Let's see here.
Well, there's a spell jamming helm, spelljammer's quarters.
Yeah, it must be that. The spell jamming. No, hold on. Let me look. I just want to get. So they're spell jamming, but I want to make sure I get the right one.
Strawberry jamming, raspberry jamming. I don't know which one you're wanting.
Oh yeah, it is. It's just called the spell jamming helm.
Cool.
So it looks like a throne almost. It is very intricate. It's usually floating in space, like it's just floating there. But Flapjack sits there and commands the ship, and it's all based off of like psionic, sort of like a psychic connection.
Right.
It's not really magic.
Things he needs to worry about.
Yeah. So you guys don't have to worry about that. But those are the only two. There are no other crew members aboard the ship. It is just her and Flapjack.
And a bunch of random people.
Yeah, all the commoners.
Cool.
And you
Okay.
guys didn't let the thugs on, so they're not there.
No, we're gonna see him later.
Yep, they're probably dead.
They're probably dead. So then during the short rest, do you guys want to do any exploring on the ship or anything?
I don't think so. I think my character, he would just get in shutdown mode and patiently wait for something to happen.
I am very curious, so I'm like walking around taking notes on the different like devices that I see and trying to, I don't know, try and understand some of the inner workings of this ship.
Okay. Yeah, it's like a normal ship. So even for you, it is like a galleon. There's no like mechanical pieces working with it. There's not really even like a sail per se. Like those sails are meant to be for the water. The sails are up. This thing is totally guided by Flapjack. But there are ballista that are on the forecastle, and there is, if I even can, it's like a trebuchet that looks like a catapult, and it has a specific name. So we'll just call it a trebuchet for now until I find the other word. But the reason she explains that she was on your guys' homeworld because wood is available there, and she was trying to repair that. Right now, it's not usable, but the two ballista, they can be used for combat. It takes usually like 3 crewmates to use those, though.
Great. Perfect to know.
So she sort of explains that. Otherwise, there's like a mess hall you can go to. She doesn't want anybody going into her quarters. The commoners and everybody on here looks pretty scared and worried. They're not too sure what's going to happen to them. Most of them don't even know what this Rock of Brawl is. None of them even imagined being on a ship flying through wild space right now.
Can I go see Flapjack?
Yeah, you can go see him.
Okay.
So I'll show you guys what he looks like. I'll just drop him where he's supposed to be, which is the helm. It's probably, well, I'll just leave him big if he comes in that way. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, he's like a little. Oh, you gotta.
Huh?
He's like a little space jellyfish.
Yeah. So when you enter the room, you immediately feel your emotions more strongly, but also like as if somebody else's emotions are being picked up by you. And it is a feeling of like reassurance and even like happiness when you enter the room. Flapjack, his eyes are closed right now.
I'm just gonna kind of gently say like, I'm sorry for the intrusion. Are you the one named Flapjack?
You hear inside your head, yes. What is your name?
I like hold my head and I kind of look back and forth. And I say, my name is Kobo. How are you doing this?
And he just says, I'm a flump. Flumps, all flumps can do this. What brings you here on the ship?
Necessity.
Necessity.
Since we were
what?
trying to escape the planet.
Oh no. And you immediately feel this sadness, like not overtake you, but it's definitely pretty heavy. And Flapjack says, what happened? What happened to the planet?
Oh no.
Well, and Kobo's kind of at a loss. He's like, even we don't really know what happened. But suddenly there was rumbling and big things shooting out from the ground, and so we had to get out.
And then it sits there for a second and the sadness goes away, but again another feeling of reassurance and happiness, and this tentacle kind of comes out and rests on your shoulder and it says, don't worry, here on the Moon Dancer you are safe and we will get you answers. It's nice to have new people aboard the Moon Dancer.
And Kobo, intrigued but also a little bit freaked out, is like, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Well, keep up the good work, and kind of hurriedly leaves the helm.
Okay. Yeah, the pressure on your mind kind of alleviates, but the general like feeling as if something else is there stays with you, and it actually may have been with you this whole time while you're on board. Like you know that like while you're on board, like Flapjack has this general not control, but kind of this general presence aboard the Moon Dancer. All right. Does so Gino shut down? Gino went sleep mode. What's Tommy doing?
He's gonna try to find a drink.
Find a drink that is so you kind of have to help yourself.
Yeah, he was gonna head down to the mess hall and see what he could do.
Yeah, you can easily see there's some kegs and things. It looks like maybe even the thug, some of the stuff he was loading up were these kegs. So there's definitely something to drink.
What's on the name of it?
What?
Dragon Crush? What is it?
Oh, Dragon Crush 88.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay.
Storm Stout Brew.
Okay.
But yeah, you can easily drink to your heart's content. Like, you can tell this was his cargo, and yeah, you can do whatever you want with it.
Now it's our cargo.
Exactly.
He tucks himself amongst the barrels, pours himself a drink, and sits back.
Okay. So as you sit back, let's see where you guys would be at. So where would you shut down at, Gino?
Wow, that took him a long time.
It did.
to
I'm
muscle up the
bad.
right way.
I'm already bad. What are we doing? Where are you shutting down at?
This crew quarters is fine.
Crew quarters?
Like a logical destination that a person would be resting at.
Okay, so that's kind of like the third level there, the cargo deck. And then you're down in the kind of, you'd probably be down where the cargo is as well, just actually in 12, pretty close to Gino. And then Kobo, where are you gonna like kind of rest, short rest?
I'm gonna say after wandering around, I'm going through the cargo deck and I see Tommy sitting down and having a beer.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. And you
I
guys
join him.
And you guys committed to the short rest, like you guys healed up if you took damage
Yeah,
and stuff?
committed.
Committed.
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure, because that's what I was trying to get at. Okay. So as you guys are kind of talking and stuff, you feel this presence in your mind. Kobo's going to know what this is, but Tommy, you're probably not. It's going to be sudden. Maybe even you think, since you're, I don't know if you get inebriated, if the alcohol can affect you, but maybe at first you kind of think like, wow, I've been drinking a lot because I can hear something in my mind.
I'm always inebriated.
But it's a very soft voice, maybe something a little different. You know, maybe you're used to your parents talking down to you. You know, those are the voices you're used to. So this is something drastically different.
Nice.
Right? Okay. And it says, another vessel approaches. Everyone be careful. And what was like the magic of these lights and the gases and the colors, they're just zipping by the ship. You don't really feel it, but you know, even looking outside through one of the windows, like the ship is slowing down. And as it begins to slow down, you can see another vessel coming into view. The pursuing vessel looks like a giant moth with wings made of iridescent crystal, similar in color and luster to the crystalline vines that ravaged your world. You can just make out oh, actually you guys can't see that yet. So you guys are below deck. You can't see, but you do see this giant vessel that looks like a moth. So I am gonna try to
Let's see
drop.
it.
I know that's what I want to do.
See it.
Let's see how big it gets.
Loading. It's loading. Whoa.
So I'll zoom up for everybody else here. So that's what it looks like.
I want to be on that ship.
I was gonna say me
Down,
too.
man.
I like
Oh
that.
my. Okay.
Put me in one of the catapults. Fling me over there.
It doesn't work, remember?
A
Yeah.
good thing I can mend things. Let's go.
So you guys hear this. Even, you hear, even though you're in like a standby phase, you can feel the presence of Flapjack telling you like, hey, there's another vessel. So do you guys
Yeah, I'm not
react or
really
anything?
Sleeping, so I'm just waiting for some kind of,
Cue?
something different to happen. Yeah, a cue, like some auditory, whether it be visual, whatever. So I'm just kind of like, I'm up and ready.
Okay, so what about the two of you?
I head up to take a look from the main deck so that I can, and I've got my notes out and I'm sketching this insane looking vessel.
Okay, so and what about Tommy?
Tommy, with a large sigh, just goes, "Oh, right. Well, best be ready for that then."
Sounds like Tommy's aware of the campaign and is just waiting for the events to happen.
Nice.
Yeah, they got
Tommy's
some
here
sort
for a good time, not a long time.
Okay, so we're gonna switch scenes here. So let's see.
Whoa. Whoa. Mating dance.
I don't like the veins,
Don't look at him.
That's just, yeah.
especially in that weird like abdomen part. It's a little
Nice.
veiny.
Don't look at him. Okay, so I'm gonna drop you guys down here. I wish it would save
Wow.
the size.
Huge.
So annoying.
Nice. Nice.
Okay. And then over here. Oh. Those are coming in nice. What the heck? Actually, they'll be down here. And then we've actually got...
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, no. No, no.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
No more. Okay.
No more. Just kind of want to zoom up a little bit for everybody else.
So is our bubbles of oxygen interlocking together?
Yeah, actually, they do share the same space. So it is like now there's a giant bubble of air. So it's kind of like what you would think, like two droplets of water, smashing into each other. Same thing with the
Two
bubbles of
bubbles.
air. Yep. So the gravity plane, though, they sort of match each other. They kind of like even out a little bit. So the moth vessel is actually kind of floating above that gravity plane. So as you guys get up on deck, Captain Sartell notices all of you, and I'm trying to put her down as I'm talking here. So she's kind of over here, and she kind of curses under her breath. She goes, "Astral elves, and they don't look friendly." And she really looks at the three of you and says, "Best ready yourselves for a fight." So she's
Another
kind of
one?
like,
How many are there gonna be?
And Kobo's kind of like getting
Tommy-
all of his supplies and putting them back in his bag.
Tommy's lip curled at the word elf.
let's see here. Do. So you see three astral elves getting very close to your ship. Their vessel is practically touching the galleon, And one of the elves speaks up. And he says, I am Captain Asmadian. Everyone here must follow us back to our world. And there will be no resistance. Do you guys say
That's what
anything?
you think.
And I kind of speak up and say, excuse me, I'm sorry. Do you own space?
You're like legitimately asking that too.
Yeah.
You're like, do you
So you
own this?
He kind of like smirks and he says, no, but I do own your world now. So it would be in your best interest, Hippo, Jiff, never mind, sorry, Jiff, GIF, sorry, GIF. Be in your best interest, GIF, that you come with us. And he says, your world is no more. There's nothing to go back to.
Yeah, so then logically, if my world is yours, it's not really in my best interest to follow you, so no.
Nice.
So he looks at the other two and he says, so be it. And then they just immediately jump over. They're pretty nimble. Okay. So I'm just switching the music over here. Get a little bit more intense here. I know you guys can hear it.
Tommy immediately starts approaching them.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys want to set up, I'm not gonna make you guys roll for initiative just yet here.
All right. On 3, right, Tommy? Push. 1, 2.
He just gets in the
I
habit
guess
of
we'll just
throwing
line up.
people off.
So
of
you guys
things.
line up.
No, I'm gonna say it a little in the back.
He's between Tommy's legs.
Yeah.
He just hangs out. Underneath.
Ooh, what are we talking about? It just keeps getting more interesting the more you describe it. Underneath his legs, he hangs out in between the legs.
Uses a wand to fire something.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you guys are ready?
Yeah?
Okay,
I'm
so
ready.
Tommy, go ahead and roll for initiative.
Oof. Ooh. 3.
3?
No, 19.
Oh. Okay. Kobo? Oh, say I spelled your name wrong.
Is it Kodo on there?
Yeah.
19.
Kobo.
And a 3. I got a nat 1. Let's go.
Woo!
So what'd you say, Kobo?
I got a 19.
Okay. Dang. 3.
Without modifiers.
Noise.
Patience, little puppy.
Okay,
She gets
so I'm gonna guess Tommy has the higher dex.
Actually, you know what? I have it right here.
My dex is 10. No modifier.
Mine's 16.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Tommy, you get to go first. Go ahead.
Let's
These
go.
guys pull out some swords and they're ready to go.
I'm going to smack him with my belly club. The one right in front of me.
Okay.
In the middle there. Okay. 16 to hit.
Yep. You hit him.
Nice. 8 damage.
Is
and
that-
I'm just
Oh, 8.
gonna roll to hit 2 other times.
Okay.
So, plus 6. Well, that doesn't really work.
You just had to add your modifier to him.
Yeah, it's adding them both together. So
Oh.
I have to roll them separately.
You didn't see him. Okay.
I see.
Okay, so 15 to hit
Miss.
and and a 10 to hit, so both misses on the second and third hits.
Yep. So Kobo, your turn.
I'm gonna summon my astral arms again.
Okay.
Which I forgot to describe earlier, but it does say hover near my shoulders or surround my arms, my choice.
Ooh.
So they will be present again for 10 minutes, and all the creatures need to do a dex save.
Okay. Rolling. Ooh. 3.
Yes.
Are you?
So,
Oh, okay.
I was like,
Sorry.
what?
They take 14 damage each.
14? All 3 of them?
Yep, because it's 2 of my martial arts die.
Okay.
So yeah, 14 damage each. That's my first action. And then second action, I'll use unarmed strike on... What was his name? The leader?
He is... Jeez, you're making me think of these names that I said once.
The name doesn't matter. Just whichever one is that one. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
the
attack
middle.
him.
The
Okay.
middle.
So, 20 to hit.
That hits.
And I get a 1. I get to use my other modifier. So, 6 damage to him. And then I'm going to do... I'll just attack him again with another unarmed strike.
Gotcha.
$21 to hit.
Yep.
$6 damage.
16. Okay, so between the two of you, hitting with the club, and then these arms coming out and just, you know, rapidly
like,
punching everybody. They're shocked. They have no idea. They're kind of like looking at each other as they're getting bruised up. They're kind of like falling a little bit, buckling, and you guys are doing quick work on these guys. But as that happens, you see now off in the distance the trebuchet kind of device. There are 3 plasmoids, these kind of like jelly slime humanoid type of people, and they're manning this catapult, and they load it up and they let out this giant stone that comes out. Let's see here.
Can I use my reaction?
Same.
Let's see. Trying to see what's going on here. They're actually aiming it at the ship itself. They're not aiming it at you guys.
Jump in front of the ship.
But I
do
have
it.
deflect missiles.
Yeah, we both do.
I don't know.
We could duct tape you guys on the hull of the ship, and then you guys can like deflect things as they come in, or grab them and throw them back, or whatever.
Actually, no, wait.
Plan.
They actually, this takes a lot more actions than I thought. They actually just load it and they begin to turn it. Sorry, they begin to turn it.
Up the...
Oh, they spin it to aim it. That's what they're doing. So they're kind of cranking. One of them's cranking it to begin turning it to line it up to aim.
I point towards them and say, "Little wooden boy, focus on that thing."
Yeah, because you haven't said your
Because
name yet.
Because I can't say, "I don't have ranged attacks. Someone else do that."
And also, you haven't said your name yet.
I know. I look at the bottom of my shoe, and it says Gino, and that's, that's how I know.
That's your owner's name.
Yeah. Oh wait, sorry, you're right. It says Gino made in Geppetto, so we're good.
Made from Geppetto.
Japano.
Okay. So,
Kinda,
but now it's their turns. So we got 2 of them attacking Kobo here. They're gonna make ton of longsword strikes against you.
How dare you?
Deflect them.
Yeah.
They have to be ranged for me to.
So I'm going to be
deflect them.
rolling
They're in melee range.
4d20 here.
Whoa. Jesus.
4d20.
Miss. 2 misses. So
Why?
16.
Four.
Someone can attack.
16. 16, 17.
Yes.
We're going to roll. So that was 2 hits
From who?
from the 2 that are attacking you.
So they both get 2 attacks.
Yeah, all of them get 2
Started at level
attacks.
5, baby.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I did 4. Okay, we're good. And you're going to be taking 12 slashing damage. And then as they strike you, this burst of radiant damage comes from one of them, and you take an additional 10 radiant.
The fuck?
Got
Oh
slapped
no,
in
they're
the
fighting back.
yeah, what? They can't do things.
Yeah,
Okay.
but my short rest didn't heal me
You-
all the way.
Oh, okay, that's your fault. So now the last one will attempt to hit twice against Tommy. Doo. Let's see, 14 and 5.
Sorry, I sneezed. 1 miss, 1 hit.
Okay. And then we're looking at so take 6 damage plus an additional 10 radiant.
Oof.
Yeah, so 16 total. And then we're gonna go to Gino.
Who?
Gino.
Gino.
Who dat?
All right.
I only know Gino.
What I'm going to do is Gino is actually going to start looking like he's making something. So he's going to have his little
Ooh.
wand hand out.
Is he cheating?
Kind of. And he's going to be making like what appears to be a mini Gino. So it's a little Gino. It's a little guy, like a little toy, even more toy than he is.
Let him cook.
Yep, let him cook. Literally, what's going to happen. And he's going to make him, and I don't know if Logan already has something, but he's going to make him right here.
Oh, I see what you're doing. No, I didn't even think of that. So what we'll do, is it more of a gun-like or shield-like?
It is more gun-like.
Gun-like. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Do I have anything? Oh, what we'll do, so where are you doing it? Show me again. Okay.
Oh.
We'll do like that.
You need like an inverse Gino. There we go. So little Gino, he's going to be, so when he has like a little lighter thing that sticks out. Like he has a little like 2 hands. He's got like his little ray gun. He's got a little
flame
fire that's like, and then
Yeah.
he's just standing there ready. And then I give him kind of like an order. Like I haven't thought of a good thing to say to him yet, but
He doesn't have you don't have a cool like anime move? Gino Flash.
pretty much we'll say Gino thrower. That's what we'll call it. And so he's
Gino
going to
Flame?
then- yeah, I guess. Gino Flame. Gino thrower, whatever. He's going to so little Gino is going to do a little cone of flame. And it's going to hit all 3 of them.
So there's no chance of hitting the friends by chance?
No, the cone is a 15-foot cone.
You don't think it extends out and hits Kobo?
What? Oh, actually, he's supposed to be made right there. My bad. There we go. No, when you're like cockeyed, when you're doing a diagonal cone, it does like this. Where it's
Okay, as long as you know it's not hitting him, we're fine.
Yeah.
The other angle would have been like, I don't know
Yeah,
about that.
sorry, I'm getting used to the way that like our grid-based stuff. So it's these 3, and then of course this guy in the middle that's getting hit.
Got it. Okay,
Like
got it.
Okay, so they all need to do a dex saving throw.
Okay. Wacha. A little 12 or something. Yeah, 12.
I want to say they don't meet it.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay. 15 DC 15. So now they're going to take full damage. So it's going to be 2d8. This is fire damage. Why am I rolling so low? 3 damage on all.
Oh my god.
Awful.
Oh,
Awful. Is disengage a movement action, right? I don't.
it's an action unless you're a rogue.
I see. That makes sense. Okay. All right, and I'll end my turn.
Or a
Okay.
drunken monk.
So you hear in the back Captain Sartell, she yells out, "Hey, what are you trying to do? Set this thing on fire?"
No, trying to set the people on fire. The elves.
And then she jokes. She goes, "Oh, I'm just joking around. You can't set this place on fire. We're in
I was
Wild
gonna
Spice."
say, this thing can fly through the space that quickly, and yet it can catch fire.
Yeah, no. She jokes. She laughs. Ha 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 ha. Ha.
Okay,
Green
good to know.
horns.
Good to know,
Tommy
good to
still
know.
puts out a few cinders with his foot.
Yeah, Tommy's above. He's transcends whatever we're doing here. He's in his own campaign right now, setting his rules.
I like that.
Okay, so we're going back to the top. So speaking of Tommy, your turn.
Nice.
Noise.
I am going to try to shove the guy in front of me off the boat.
Okay.
That's the main dude, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
The one who threatened us in the first place.
Captain something something.
Yeah. Let's see. Captain Asmadian.
Stupid thing.
So we're just do competing strength check. Well,
I'd prefer
Let's-
Dex, but you know.
yeah, Dex, that's fine too. So what we'll do is, because we're in combat, so he's gonna kind of try deflect it. So we're gonna try this as like you landing a hit first. So try rolling to hit first.
Like playing a game of chicken in the pool. You're trying to put.
Kobo, get on my shoulders.
Are you sure about that?
13.
Look at my dumpy.
13. You miss. So you go to shove, and he kind of gets out of the way, and the elf kind of looks at you like in a pitiful way, like, what game are you trying to play? But you can still do a bonus action.
So since I'm close and I go to shove him and he kind of sidesteps me, but I just have a right hook ready for him.
Okay.
So there's so many tabs. 17 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Oh yeah. Five damage.
Nice. Okay, he's looking pretty beat up. As when you land that punch into his face, it like knocks his helmet off, and you just see this kind of like, almost like radiant being, kind of like, I guess, a blood elf from World of Warcraft or whatever. But he's got yellow eyes. They're glowing. Very like bleach blonde hair. He's looking pretty good, like, you know, but you don't like elves, so you're kind of disgusted. Like, you feel like spitting onto the deck when you see his face.
I do. How'd that
Like-
taste, pretty boy?
And you can see his jaw has to be dislocated, and he is breathing hard. He spits too, but it's just a gob of blood, and you can just hear like the leather of his gloves like just grip his sword, and he is ready to retaliate. But before that happens, Kobo, what are we gonna do?
I'm gonna put all of my strength into a punch, like straight to his chest, to see if I can knock him backwards.
Yeah.
So, and the astral arms are still present. .13 to hit.
No.
Okay. Well, we'll say I'm like, huh, huh. I punch again.
Okay. Ugh.
Yeah. Damn. Why am I rolling so
You
badly?
gotta put that in dice jail, I think.
I just, I'd rather roll in D&D Beyond.
No.
Okay. After neither of those work, I grab my hand axe off of my belt and I hold it up menacingly, and then I try to bang him in the head with
Like this.
the butt of it.
Okay, this is like the first time where you're like actually going into like a killer stance. Like you feel like I'm gonna hurt this guy.
And then I still don't want to use the blade.
Nice.
17.
That hits.
And 2 damage. 7. And I bonk him in the head.
You bonk him
hard
in the
as I
head.
can with
Or
the base of the hand axe, like the hilt of it.
Okay. Yeah, he's looking beat up. Immediately, you just see this giant, just bruise forming, almost like a knot on his head. And the other two, because they've taken damage, a small flame attack, and some little astral pushes, but they're looking at the captain, and they're even like wide-eyed, like they can't believe all of you are just like teaming up on this dude. But now the trebuchet it moves and locks in place, and let's see here. And it fires.
No.
And it just throws this giant stone, and it slams into the back of the ship. Kind of close to where the grates are, where they load like cargo and stuff through. It lands back there and just goes through the deck. Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. It goes through the deck, and does quite a bit of damage to the ship. And you see that the plasmoids begin to load up another stone. But then the three of them begin their attack. So each one of them will strike each of you. So we'll start off with Gino. 17, 15.
It does not.
It doesn't hit?
Nope.
Dang. Okay, you
I
just
How does
they
he have such a high armor class?
Because I'm tiny and I'm
and he's
made out of ironwood.
and he's got a shield, I think.
Yep. I'm deflected.
Okay, so they both strike at you, but the one strikes at you twice and just digs its long sword into the deck, and misses you entirely. The next one attacks Tommy.
Is that a question?
No.
Nice.
Gonna be.
16.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And that is going to be 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
And the last one strikes at Kodo.
Kobo.
Dude, that dice was pathetic. They just gently like went onto the screen.
Good.
So
Good,
he misses
because
entirely.
I have very low health right now.
Okay, so that one misses entirely. So Gino, it is your turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna so we're gonna have a lore reason why I have to say these special attacks. So normally Geppetto would be telling the doll what to do, right? So Gino, thrower, whatever. So now I understand I have to say these names so that the body that I'm in functions correctly. So that's why I'm saying it.
I like that. Get a point of inspiration.
Nice. Look at that. Boom. Okay. So I'm gonna have Mr. Gino Thrower. Little Gino. He's gonna do his
Gino
singing
Thrower.
dance. Yeah. do a deck save.
Okay. So I will roll. $12.
No, they did not save. So, bam!
All right.
Getting
So
caught
what,
on
like
fire
what?
again.
Two damage.
Nope, 10 damage.
Woo! What the heck?
We're upgrading here.
All right. So the captain actually. So describe what mini Geno thrower does to the captain.
I
He's-
mean, he's just sitting out there, like I said. He's like a little, like, you know, like the wind-up kind of toys. Like, you know, that's what he looks like. So he's a very miniature version.
Uh-huh.
Very simple, but like he does have like the same thing, a little wand, and again a little thing that emits flame, and it's just like powering up, and then like as soon as the little lighter hits his wand, it just ignites, and the flame encompasses over all three of them, and then when the flame is done, the dude is on the ground like
Toast.
toast. He is yes, literally toast.
All right.
And I'm sure the other two are a little bit on fire.
Yeah. So they're shaking a little bit as they see their captain fall and is just burnt to a crisp, but they still have their swords ready and they're still willing to attack. But
I still
that
get an extra. I was gonna say this is
Oh.
my bonus action.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. For my actual action, I'm gonna cast a spell, and we're gonna call it Geno Shatter.
Okay.
And I'm going to be looking past the elves and onto the plasmoid / catapult situation.
Okay.
And I'm going to do like a. It's basically going to look like I'm pointing at the catapult, and then I shoot something, but it doesn't like you don't see anything. You can kind of hear like a small whistle as it goes towards there, and then all of a sudden you can kind of hear this like high-pitched, I don't know, you almost like feel it more than you can hear it. And so a 10-foot radius sphere centered on the point must make a constitution saving throw.
Okay.
So
I will
that's
roll.
Okay.
This is for the plasmoids. 12.
They do not.
Okay.
And here, let me do. Where was it? Okay. On a failed save, you guys take 3d8 thunder damage.
Woo!
A creature
So
made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on the saving throw. And also, a non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes this damage if it's in the spell area. So I'm
Okay.
hoping the catapult
Yeah.
is taking a little bit of thunder damage. So
Yeah.
let's-
We'll see how much
We're gonna
damage it
roll.
does.
Okay. I also have this. I have this thing that I basically got to enhance my wand. So I do an extra 1d8 anytime I'm using my wand as part of the spell casting, which I am. So it adds another d8. So let's do. Can I add that? Thank you. Roll. 19 damage total.
Woo! Okay, so the trebuchet type thing definitely like gets destroyed. Not in the sense that it like explodes or anything, but just enough to where it is not usable anymore. And all these creatures just wail out. They're just like as this like, because it's thunder, right? So it's like an
Yeah.
explosion sound kind of wave,
Yeah,
right?
it says a loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from the point. So
Yeah, you see like their like internal nucleus just like bounce around in them, and they're just freaking out. They are wearing like overalls, so they do have like clothes on, and they kind of look like little people. But you can tell from their gestures like they are freaking out. Okay, now's that your turn.
yep, and then I blow out my little wand like a.
All right, Tommy, what you got? You seen all this stuff happening? You just gonna hit him with the billy club?
Yes.
Good,
It's not broke,
reliable.
don't fix it.
Okay.
You hit twice though, right? So you can roll again, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hit him with again, the backswing. No.
13.
Let's see. No.
Let's see if I flub it a little bit.
Tommy's drunk.
Oh, bonus action, Tommy.
Bonus
though.
action. Bonus action. Unarmed strike.
Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. 16.
That hits.
Cool.
It's not
Glad I can
broken,
do
fix it.
something. Six damage.
Nice. Are you doing the my left
Left or
or
right?
yeah?
The one in front of Gino.
Okay. And you said 6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then it is Kobo's turn.
I'm gonna attack with my fists, the one that's in front of me.
Okay.
Use both my actions. 18 and 22.
Yeah, that is.
They both hit? Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna add my modifiers separately since they're 2 separate attacks. 7 and 9 damage.
Okay, so 16 total.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So that was what, unarmed strikes?
Yep.
So the other one like looks at you quickly as it sees Tommy attempting to hit the other one and just unarmed strikes the foe in front of Gino, and then the one in front of you, Kobo, it looks at you and it knows what's coming, and you just like slam it twice, and he just starts coughing and breathing hard. But I'm guessing you still have one more attack.
Yeah, I can use a bonus attack.
Okay.
And I'll do, since I see that he's staggered, I'm gonna do flurry of blows like a, I don't know, like a Bruce Lee moment where I'm like, ah!
Do it.
So for that, I got a 14.
Miss.
Dang it.
Yep. Okay. Then so when after Kobo's turn, the plasmoids flee. They just start running down away from the top deck, and they kind of disappear below that deck there. Technically, you guys wouldn't. Yeah, you guys can't see them.
Fly away.
So the two here, they're going to attack their respective opponents here. First one is making 2 attacks against Gino.
No.
12, 14.
No.
No. Okay, then the other one twice against Kobo. 9, 17.
1 makes it.
Okay, 7 damage.
I'm down.
Oh!
Oh my god.
I had already told you that I was very hurt.
Man. Okay, so you guys see as the sword just slices Kobo up. This blood just splatters against the deck. And Kobo, not really saying anything too much, not expressing too much pain, suddenly just falls to the ground just unexpectedly. And then even the space elf just like looks at its blade and just looks at Kobo and kind of smirks and then looks at Tommy. So, but we're at the top of the round. Gino? Or
Right.
sorry, not the top. Sorry, bottom. We're at the bottom.
So it's my turn, you said?
Yep. Oh, and also he would have moved over.
Okay. Gino's going to, so he sees Kobo fall down and is alerted and is very concerned. So he's actually going to leave this, so probably get attacked.
Yes, so twice.
Okay.
So rolling twice. An unexpected error occurred. Nice.
Oh, okay. Can't do that.
There we go. 16-4.
No.
Okay.
So I swiftly get out of the way, and as I get to Kobo, I my arms turn into like, just for RP, like little like my hands come out and the fingers kind of extend and an electric charge starts coming out, and I we'll
You're
call
like
it Gino.
using a defibrillator on me?
Yes, Gino Jolt. We'll call it Gino Jolt, and I touch Kobo with it, and basically makes them stable, so they don't have to be doing death saving throws or anything.
Oh. Okay. So
And
you're
then
still
I-
down, but you're stable.
Yeah. So you're
Okay.
unconscious, but you do not have to do saving throws. And
Sweet.
so then I'm going to turn over to my little Gino and do like a little like, finger clip thing, flick, whatever, and snap, thank you, and we're going to do another flamethrower. So they need to do a dex saving throw.
Okay. 15.
If it meets the DC,
Yeah, meets or beats.
okay. So they're only going to take half damage.
Okay.
So what, 3 damage? So it's a 7.
Okay. I'll be nice this one, so we'll do 4.
Okay. So 4 damage.
So they're breathing pretty hard. The one in front of Tommy is definitely hurting the most. Very similar to the captain, but they're still holding strong. Tommy, what are you gonna do?
Let's see. Okay. So I am going to do a stunning strike
Okay.
on not the one in front of me, but the one to my character's right.
Okay.
So that is when I hit with an attack, I can spend a key point to make the target stunned until
Okay.
the end of my next turn if it
Nice.
fails
Con
a
save.
con save throw.
Okay.
So let's see if I hit first.
Oh, you have to hit?
Yes,
Oh.
I would assume so.
Yeah,
you
whatever-
have to
whatever
use
the
a
rules, sorry.
Melee attack.
Yeah.
Once you hit, you can spend an extra point to stun him for.
I see. I
So
see.
that was a nat 20 for a hot sec.
Not a nat 20.
No.
But it's a dirty 20?
It's a dirty 20.
Okay. Yep, you hit. And then I
Oh.
already rolled his con save, so it failed.
Okay. So he is stunned, but I also have to do damage to him.
Okay.
Five damage.
Okay.
So he's stunned, and I'm just gonna try to hit him again.
When he's stunned, does he have like disadvantage? Or...
Let's see.
I don't think so. I think they just.
Is
can't protect
incapacitated. Literally can't move, can speak only falteringly. Automatically fails strength and dexterity throws. It basically he's like done. But you do have advantage if you're trying to kill him.
Yes. Because I still have 2 more attacks on him, so. 19 to hit again.
Yep.
8 damage.
Okay.
And
Let's go.
I did not hit him again.
Then you rolled with advantage.
There's a little re-roll button. Boink.
Is there? Where?
I don't know. It shows up on the.
No. 13.
No.
Okay, still didn't hit.
Yeah, he's on the ground, practically bleeding out, but he's still conscious. So that's the end of your turn.
Yes.
Okay, Kobo. You see
I'm
one on the
unconscious.
ground, totally stunned. Tommy's trying to put it out of its misery, but the other one's awake. Oh yeah, you're unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
He's talking to
You're-
a dead body.
You're having a good sleep. All right. So, top of the round, he sees his friend on the ground. He actually jumps. He turns around and starts running away. So, go ahead, Tommy. You can make an attack of opportunity.
Nice.
Nice.
24.
Yeah.
Smack him with the old Bailey Club.
5.
5. Okay, he's like, you slam him in his side, and you can hear the bones crush under your billy club, but he still manages to leap across. But he's bleeding out. He's coughing. Let's see if he starts going below here. There's kind of like a little door here that leads into just kind of like space over here. So you kind of see him. He's trying to get ready to leave. But the one dude here is still on the ground, suffering very loudly. And Gino, it's your turn.
I look around. I want to see what the captain's been up to this whole time.
Like,
Assessing the damage. What are we?
yeah, she's over next to the hole in the ground and is trying to repair it.
Okay. I guess I'll just. Because if they're leaving, he's stunned. What's the like? He just runs into the hole. Can I see what these putty monsters are doing?
No,
Went
you don't know
below
where
deck.
they're at.
all went
They
below
look
deck.
they look crazy though. They were screaming, and they were just like frantic.
Okay. Is the captain within earshot? Or
Yeah,
is
oh
he-
yeah, easily.
I'm just gonna like turn to her and yell like, "Hey, we only have one left. The others have ran and went below deck. Do you want us? Like, do you want me, or do you want us to keep him for questions, or what do you want us to do, Captain?"
She looks back and she kind of like her eyes widen and she goes, "No, that's a good idea. We need to question him because we need to see what is going on with your world and see if it's going to happen to others. We should keep him for questions. But I fear that if that ship gets away, they're going to alert alert their planet of us. I don't know if you can stop them or not, but you may not have a chance right now."
Yeah, okay. I don't think I would know. I mean, obviously they must have some kind of space jammer thing or something.
Spelljammer.
Spelljammer, there we go. Something similar, but I don't feel comfortable going on board their ship. So,
Okay.
I'm trying to think what I would do. I mean, this dude's stunned.
Yeah,
is there...
just tie him up.
Oh, well, how? I mean, can I operate one of these bad boys?
You can, but it takes several turns to to get it going. So technically, it takes 3 actions to fire it. So 1 to load it, 1 to aim it, 1 to fire it.
I see.
So usually 3. If 3 people were stationed there, it could go in one like round, basically. Like, but if
I
you're
see.
by yourself, you can only load it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do what Kobo's unconscious body whispered to me when I jolted him
Tie
a little
him
bit.
up.
Yeah.
Tie him up.
So we're next to this boat here. It looks like it's all just kind of use the rope near it to kind of like fasten him toward in this life raft thing.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, you can definitely do that.
Okay.
Okay,
And
so
then, yeah,
oh,
nothing else I can do.
is Tommy gonna let the ship go, or what are we doing?
Yeah, I can't stop a whole boat by myself.
Okay.
Not yet.
So we'll just say that the ship slowly moves away from the Moon Dancer and then just starts taking off. And you just see it off into the distance leave your guys' air bubble, and then it just poofs almost out of existence as it just accelerates towards, who knows where. But you do have one of these space elves captive. It sounds like you guys want to question it. So there are some things. If we want to do that super quick, it could probably, we can end on you guys questioning.
I need
This
someone
space
to
elf.
revive me.
Oh yeah, we'll just say that, the captain, she was able to,
Gain consciousness.
yeah, she helped you. She has some potions, so
Okay.
she'll.
I slowly sit up and I pull a handkerchief out of my little waistcoat and I'm dabbing my forehead and I say, I'm sorry everyone, I'm really not used to fighting with fists instead of words.
Tommy pulls out a flask and offers it to Kobo.
Kobo takes it and sniffs it a little bit and asks, what is this?
Drink up, son. It'll be good for you.
Kobo takes a little tentative sip and goes, "Oh, it's so warm."
Gives you a big old pat on the back and takes a big swig himself.
All right. So Flapjack, even you can hear in your mind, Kobo, he says, I'm glad you're back. I thought I lost you.
Poor Flapjack.
We really don't know each other.
Oh,
It's a little
switch.
weird.
Oh, he knows you. He's been in your mind.
Literally, we spoke to each other like 5 minutes ago. I don't know.
Yeah, but his presence is like always felt.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Well, I look over and see. I finally notice that we've captured one of the elves and we have him tied up. And I turn to Tommy, assuming Tommy did it, and go, "Whoa, what are you gonna do to him?"
I just kind of tow him with my boot and be like, well, the little one tied him up. Not quite sure what now.
I jump on the elf's body and I aim my little wand at him, like I'm firing it up. So I'm gonna be like angry at these elves because it sounded like they had some connection with like this freaking tentacle business happening at this planet.
Yeah.
And I'm obviously here to try and stop it or at least be aware of it, that it's a bad thing. So if there's a way to express angriness, being
Yeah.
angry towards something,
Angriness.
yes, that's I'm
Mhm.
I'm struggling here. That's what Gino's doing. He's very stern. He's almost like irrational about it, but not quite. And he's
Okay.
like, tell me what you were doing, and how are you involved with this, the chaos happening on that planet.
Okay, he wakes up. He sees this little doll man on top of him, but he definitely knows like he's done for if he doesn't cooperate. So he doesn't. He kind of holds back a chuckle, but he grumbles and he says, "There's nothing you can do for your world. Once the process is started, there's no way to stop it."
And what's happening? What is
He says, let's see.
page 33?
He says, those vines and the astral blights, they will feed on your planet and all of the flora and fauna until there is nothing left but a dead husk. He says that energy will be transmitted into a single enormous burst of light back to my home world, where our star will absorb it.
I look back towards the guy and then at Tommy and I go, he's giving an awful lot of a speech about this whole thing. Kinda
You
makes me
wanted to
think I'm a
know,
bad
and I
villain.
want my life, so I'm giving you your answers.
You're not in a position to ask for that, little man.
Yeah, and even if we wanted to, we don't know how to get you back to your ship. They kind of ran away without you. So either you're stuck with us or you die. So
I say we just leave him tied up. Leave him tied up. He's not going to bother anybody. Just make sure we're paying attention to him. You know, get rid of anything that's on his person, and maybe we'll leave him at this asteroid we're going to.
Tommy picks him up and brings him to the brig.
Nice.
Okay.
And I disassemble little Gino.
Okay. So we will end the session here. And we'll pick up from here, but basically once you guys tie him up, you guys will start traveling to the, what is it called, the rock of
the asteroid.
the
Brawl.
asteroid, I'm gonna make sure we get this right. There's just so many new words I'm learning. Whatever.
We probably should have given our home planet some kind of name.
It doesn't matter.
It's just weird that they
That's
keep
its
referring to,
name.
like, you know what happened to your planet? It's gonna happen to all these other places.
Well, the way they look at it is just you're basically food for their son, so they don't really care.
Nice.
But yeah,
Really
Rock of
weird.
Brawl. The Rock of Brawl.
The Rock of Brawl?
Yeah.
Bruh.
all right.
And we're going to have a nice long rest before we get there, right?
yeah.
I
please.
have at least 40 supplies. I think I can muster some long rest.
Memo
Where's
says
the
it was nice
Starian?
hearing us. Or seeing us and hearing Sam. But okay. I don't know if there's any closing statements, but you know, anybody who watches this video, thank you. If this is something you guys want to see more of, the only way we're gonna do it is if you like, comment, subscribe, right?
All those things, yep. Got to please the algorithm.
Just say
Technically, a subscription doesn't tell us if you liked this video. but,
no.
You know.
Oh no, I can tell. It'll tell us how many people subscribe based off this video.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if you want to
We
see
know.
more D&D-ness, anything like that, comment, like, just do it. It could be anything, just be high, you know.
Tear
but we
us
know,
apart with criticism.
yeah,
too.
or something was horrible, you know. You want to see
Please not
something,
me. I'm weak-willed.
Make
I
fun
can't
of
take it.
how I say it's Gino instead of Gino. You
Exactly.
are wrong, I'm right.
you know. But we like playing D&D. This is definitely a different experience for us. We generally don't play it like this. Generally, it's just Discord, and we're rolling on D&D Beyond. None of this stuff. So we'll definitely get better the more we do this. But again, we do enjoy watching or playing D&D. So, you know, let us know.
Yeah.
Maybe let us know who your favorite character was, even if it's an NPC, even if it's
Yeah.
Flapjack. You know, let us
Even
know.
if it's little Gino.
Of course,
Even-
it's Flapjack.
Even
It'd
if
be
it's little.
Flapjack more for me if he had an attitude instead of being.
Nice.
No, he's
So
like
quiet.
he's
Oh, where's
soft.
Gazlo? We need
You
to have
don't like
Gazlo
the
come
like
in.
Caslo.
ethereal kind jellyfish that runs the whole ship?
I would if he was cuter, but then Logan
Oh.
doesn't play him like he's cute.
He's,
Ah.
so cool. He's nice.
He's
boy, I like him.
emotional.
I don't know. We met each other 5 minutes ago, and he's like, "I'm so glad you're okay." That kind of creeps
He
me
has
out.
to express it because he can't do it emotionally. He has to say
Yeah,
Don't be rude.
he can feel everyone's presence on the ship. So if something goes weird where he can't feel
Feels me
you,
die.
yeah,
Does he feel my death? Like literally.
He did.
maybe.
He actually told me to revive you because you guys were best friends. He's like, you have to revive whatever the heck you're called.
Coco
Yeah.
just ends up with a
Yeah.
stalker. Like the ship just gets real weird.
Yeah. Starts turning. He's actually the big baddie.
Flapjack just liked Kobo's shoulder. It was a nice shoulder or a tentacle
Yeah.
to rest on.
Nice.
It's
Probably doesn't
sturdy.
get the chance to do that very often.
Okay,
No, not
well,
much. It's sturdy.
we'll end it here, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure.
Bye bye. See you.
Bye bye, Tommy Wave.
Bye.
Tommy Wave.
Bye. Hi.
There we go. I felt it.
Tommy waves.